So we'll get into more plugs later. You want to do some quick predictions for Backlash this Sunday?
Sure.
Now, a match or two could be added to this. It's pretty funny that Brock Lesnar is not being advertised. Yes, he had the match on Saudi Arabia, but so did Roman Reigns. And he's wrestling anyway. Brock Lesnar, nowhere to be found. And by the way, before we even get into this, your thoughts on Ronda Rousey's usage tonight? Is this the Smoke and Mirrors tour continuing, or should we?
Of course, that's what it is. It's a Smoke and Mirrors tour. Make a little appearance, dip out, don't exert too much energy, and that's what the natty thing. You mean?
Yes. Well, just not competing in a match.
I know. I mean, like I said, it's come out and I'm trying to equate it to something. Like in League of Their Own, when did you ever see League of Their Own, DT? When he's getting Tom Hanks to manage the girl baseball team, and the guy's a name, the Jimmy guy, the baseball player, goes, hey, you come out, you wave your little hat, just let the people know you're there, give them a little something to clap about. That's what it is. Just make a little appearance, and because she's there, she's part of the roster, she's part of the team, right? Doesn't say it's just a wrestle.
I will say this. I was fine what she did on Raw today. Nothing much. I mean, the crowd enjoyed her appearance, and I think that's great.
Well, that's exactly it, an appearance.
Yeah, I would give a piece of advice to her and to WWE, especially after what happened to Titus O'Neil this weekend. All right, Titus O'Neil, you could laugh it off. They have the memes from him from NXT. Right. He stumbled before. He could get away with it. Ronda Rousey cannot. When she was booking at full speed, chasing Alexa Bliss, right, that was overly fast, and I think Alexa Bliss was probably like, the fuck, slow down, because usually when you see wrestlers chasing each other, they're fast, but they're not extremely fast, and I think Ronda Rousey, totally... And look, kudos to her. I think she totally got into it so much that I'm running at full goddamn speed after Alexa Bliss. And if you actually replay it, it looks like Alexa Bliss the fuck you running so fast? Slow down a little bit. But the bottom line is WWE shouldn't do that again, because you don't know if there's sweat on the floor at ringside from the wrestlers competing all night.
Falling.
Oh, yeah. You see how fast she was booking. That's all you need is to slip on a little bit of soda from somebody's drink or beer. Not only will it be a horrible wrestle crap, maybe funny moment to some, you're running that fast and you trip, you could seriously injure yourself. If I was WWE, do not have her running like that ever again. That is just, I honestly think a majority of people that saw Raw tonight, when that happened, in the back of their mind, they were like, holy shit, if she fucking falls, if she takes a spill over here, oh my fucking God. I think that's what was on people's minds. They can't do that again.
Yeah, you're right.
So... all right, so let's get into Backlash. First off, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
I'll go with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, even though they're trying to build Big Cass, but I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan.
I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan, but by DQ. I think Big Cass is going to do something to get himself disqualified. It would be kind of stupid for Big Cass to get pinned this quickly. Especially that I thought he turned chicken shit into chicken salad on SmackDown. I thought he did decent. And I could just picture the people online if Daniel Bryan gets pinned. You're supposed to be a heavyweight champion. How's he getting pinned from Big Cass? Could you see that? Oh, my God, I would need aspirin. So I think Daniel Bryan wins by DQ. IC Championship. And by the way, I wonder how many people out there thought that Finn Balor was going to get rewarded tonight because of, the rainbow stuff in Saudi Arabia and a little bit of he lost to Seth Rollins in the main event of Raw. It was an excellent match. Where does Finn Balor go from here? Who knows? But we have Sunday, Seth Rollins defending the IC Championship against The Miz.
Seth Rollins is going to retain.
Yeah, that belt ain't going back to SmackDown.
Nah, it's not going back to SmackDown.
Not with Jeff Hardy there. So,
nope.
Return match from WrestleMania. Nia Jax defends the women's championship against Alexa Bliss.
I hope Alexa Bliss. I can't stand Nia Jax. She's a terrible champion. I'm already bored 4 weeks into this title run. I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss in a hopeful way. Alexa Bliss.
You know what I didn't like tonight? I'm happy for Nia Jax, and I'm a fan of hers, and I'm going to give her more time. But, you know, it was kind of awkward when she went into the ring. She looked at Ronda Rousey. She looked at Natty, and then she lifts up their arms, and she's smiling from cheek to cheek. You know, it just didn't mesh well. If she would have did a run-in and saved them, and she happens to be in the ring already, and they're looking at each other, and then she raises their hands like immediately after fine. But to consciously walk into the ring and look like you're going to do a stare down, and then, you know, smile. It just, I didn't like it. But I think Nia Jax absolutely will be retaining. She ain't dropping the belt that soon.
Okay.
For the SmackDown Women's title, Carmella defending the title against Charlotte.
I think it's too early to take the belt. Some chicanery will happen and Carmella will retain.
Yeah.
The Iconics will interfere. Some sort of schmaz, and Carmella squeaks by and keeps the belt.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Carmella will actually get a pin over Charlotte. I don't think it'll be a DQ.
Really? I don't know about that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Carmella, you know, she broke a record for doing nothing, and she got the title because of cashing in a briefcase. If they really want, Carmella's going to be not going to be the current modern era Edge. You know, and you know why we could say that? Because Edge debuted less than, about 20 years ago. So he's modern day no matter what. It's not like Edge debuted in 1960 and we're calling him the modern day Edge. You know, she is going to be an opportunist. But at some point, she has to get a legitimate pin. And I think she needs a pin on Charlotte Sunday. Okay. Announced tonight, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley.
I'm going to go with Braun and Bobby.
I'm going to go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm a little confused with how they use him with Lashley the last 3 weeks. You know, there's reports that Lashley versus Lesnar was something discussed with him when they signed the deal, but nothing has been confirmed of it happening. And I just got this weird feeling that there might be some type, maybe it won't happen Sunday, but maybe there'll be a little bit of faux pas between Braun Strowman and Lashley.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe a little stare down, and maybe we'll have Lashley versus Braun Strowman on a future pay-per-view.
I'm thinking SummerSlam.
That could very well be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Owens and Zayn are going to win. For the WWE Championship, AJ Styles defending the title against Nakamura, and I want to point out to everyone that this is the third televised pay-per-view match that they are having in 1 month. This is already number 3. WrestleMania, Greatest Royal Rumble, and now Backlash.
Well, I would say Nakamura's got to win. It should get off the pot. It's the same thing with Reigns keep on losing. As much as this is a much better wrestling matchup than Lesnar and Reigns is, this matches up really well. Two guys who are best in their craft. But this is getting boring now. And if Nakamura can't win the big one, then move on and let AJ get another opponent like Samoa Joe.
Are you disappointed compared to the New Japan match, how the WrestleMania and Saudi Arabia's match has gone?
Yeah, it's not been that great. I mean, once again, sometimes dream matches in other territories don't work out. Look at Hogan and Warrior in WCW. It was a clusterfuck. And it was such a classic in WWF. I mean, but sometimes, like I said, you move it even to a certain, you can move it this way or that way. And sometimes you're not meant to move it. It's meant to be here. Yeah, but this has to be the final one. If Nakamura can't win it on this one, they got to move on.
Yeah, I think AJ's going to retain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
I think he's going to retain. And And what do you think about Nakamura constantly nailing AJ in the Kakamura?
He's the Nutcracker Nakamura.
I just call
I know
him
they're not officially calling him that, but it is funny how I'm hearing that from everybody. He's like, I like Nutcracker Nakamura, the new Nutcracker. I'm like, is that his official name?
Nutcrackamura doesn't really rhyme with Nakamura. That's why I said Nakamura hit him in the Kakamura.
Oh my God! But he's got an obsession with AJ's cock.
Yeah. And some idiots online, again, look, I totally enjoy the social media pages, but some people just don't think before they write. There was one guy, how not only, they don't just post threads anymore, they have to put it in like this big pink box with these big bold lettering, and they got to try to make it stand out so their post is even more dumb. They actually, people were writing that, oh my God, AJ Styles keeps getting hit in the nuts. AJ, wear a cup, for goddamn it. I mean, when you realize where Nakamura is nailing AJ in the Kakamura, he's nailing him in the back of the buttocks area where the back of the testicles meets the crack of your butt. There isn't a cup in the world that protects that area. That's why you don't punch someone in the nuts. That's why you don't grab them in the nuts. That's why the suspension of disbelief is you're putting your arm underneath them and you're lifting it up so it looks like you're elevating them in the air, and that you can't wear a cup for that.
Right.
So, by the way, what was I going to say? Shit, there was something good I wanted to say too, and I can't remember it right now. Had to do with I know what I was going to say. I noticed something tonight, and I've noticed it last week also, and I forgot to bring it up, and I'm not going to forget this week. Has anyone out there noticed that WWE has very quietly, haven't removed it completely, but very quietly cut down drastically the stupid, ridiculously dumb, huge block lettering while someone's cutting a promo?
Right.
I don't know if you've noticed that, but I noticed it the last 2 weeks. WWE has drastically cut that down. Tonight they had Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler cutting a promo, and I was like, wow, I'm going to look really, really stupid if they do it. But if you notice, they didn't put no block lettering. No fucking emphasis on any words, nothing. And I was like, wow, that's pretty damn good. The phone promos, it's supposed to make it look realistic. We've talked about that before. It's not supposed to look staged. That's why they're doing it. Because we cut promos on our phones and we, videotape things that we see, or we go and we say something and people go on Twitch and all that. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to give that little bit of realism to it. That's why they do it, everyone.
Right.
A few people in the chat were bringing that up. But so I know some people were talking about, Randy Orton in a match, maybe against Shelton, and that match hasn't been confirmed yet. So I'd love to see Shelton Benjamin.
Rumor that it might be confirmed tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see him get a belt. I mean, when you actually look at this list, I really don't see any title changes. I mean, the only one might be Randy Orton's, because Randy Orton, it felt like he was going to be transitional.
Yeah, I don't see any tie. It's not a very interesting pay-per-view, I'll be honest with you.
And you know how sad that is? The fact that you could have both brands on it now. So you could have the creme de la creme, and it doesn't sound interesting?
Yeah, it's not that interesting.
Speaking of interesting, everyone make sure you check out This Week in Wrestling History. Fucking awesome episode this week. It's going to be some real surprises in there. You're going to be like, how the fuck did he find this and this and that? I got some awesome stuff this week. Finally, last but not least, Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe.
I'm going to go with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I mean, Samoa Joe, if he's going to start feuding with AJ next, I think him getting the victory. Could we possibly see Brock Lesnar show up at this pay-per-view? Does anybody really want to see Brock Lesnar interact with Roman Reigns anymore?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to go with this one, but I'm going to go with Samoa Joe as well.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, that is your Backlash card, everyone. Those interested, Paige's documentary on the family, the release date has been pushed back to March 1st of next year. I think that's done by design, maybe to coincide a little bit more with WrestleMania. So I know WrestleMania is not happening in early March, but still it's going to be very close to WrestleMania time.